Welcome back. Let's get into some gameplay here. Alright, so moving into the first fight, we are going to see a default skin in the distance. We're going to go for the headshot with the revolver. We're going to miss. We do have a rocket launcher, so we're going to cheese that basically the whole game. So this guy's trying to run for it. Try and hit him, but he ducks behind cover. That's perfectly fine. So as we push up here, it's pretty obvious he's behind that tree. He's putting some pressure towards us. We're going to fire some rockets and finish him off. Moving in towards the next kill, there's going to be an airdrop. We're going to go for it, and there's going to be a guy hiding behind the exact same tree. Yet another fairly new player, so it will be a fairly easy kill. So we're going to get real lazy with this one. There he is behind the tree. Pull out a rocket launcher, fire to the right side of the tree. He's going to jump over it, and we're just going to strip him and finish him off. Easy enough kill. We're going to move in towards the next fight. This time, get another airdrop, we loot it, and we're in the bush. The rest of the game, I don't take a single point of damage, and I keep the same bush. So you better be ready for some bush gameplay. So, a few things about the bush. If you're moving, it's pretty obvious that you're in a bush. The other thing is, it restricts your vision unless you aim in, like this. But like, the aiming in is kind of gross. Also, when you try and snipe with it, it like puts leaves all around your scope, so it's much harder to see. And then also, you can't look under you. So you'll see that in one of the fights. I have a hard time because I can't see under me, so I kind of have to drop down to their level so I can fight them. Moving in towards this next fight, we were thinking about taking this hill already because it's inside a circle, but we do hear some shots. Yep, right about now. So we're going to push in towards this fight. It's the orange and the pink person getting into a fight. And we still have the rocket launcher, so we can still cheese that. So this is really highlighting why the rocket launcher is so strong in a match with no shotguns. We're just going to fire a rocket launcher at him. That's going to strip all of his shield, and then we just finish him off with the AR. And there we go. We're just going to pick up all this loot. We're going to upgrade our sniper rifle. Even though everything is legendary, the bolt is probably better than the semi. So we're going to take that. 18 people remaining. Let's get right into the next kill. So we're going to set ourselves up on top of this hill in a nice little base. Here we go. We're just going to build it up real quick. So this is the highest point on top of the highest hill still in zone. So this gives us some nice high ground. See, there's leaves all around the scope. We're going to go for him. We're going to miss. We're going to hit him for 24 and then finish him off with another 24. So he was extremely low in health. There's one guy in the back. It's the bunny skin. We're going to go for some shots on him. We're not going to be successful because it's hard to lead shots at this distance on moving targets. It's really just a matter of experience. So we're going to hear somebody under us. We're just going to blind fire them with the rocket launcher. We're going to drop down, and they think we're still on top, so we're just going to finish them off with the AR. We're not even going to loot them because all their loot went down the hill. And even though we would like the loot, it's not worth it to drop all the way down the hill just for some default skins loot. So we're going to get back on top of our tower. Some dead space here. There we go. Alright, so we're putting some pressure on this fight. So we take out the first one with the AR, take out the second one with the AR. So the circle is closing in, so by taking that high ground position, they really run into some issues with timing. So they were trying to finish each other off and get moving, but we stole both kills, and now we are moving right into zone. So part of this hill is still in zone, which is very good for us because we do have a launch pad. So we basically take control of any area within the zone that we want by doing this. So we see one person in the distance here. We can't get the shot lined up because it doesn't look like they're stopping, but that's okay. At this range, the rocket launcher is mostly ineffective because people will hear and see it coming. So we're just going to tower up real quick and get ready for the next fight. Alright, so we're rotating our ramp. We're looking towards this Zoe. And Zoe is actually going to take a rocket in this situation from this far away. So we're going to aim towards her. We're going to fire a shot. It's going to strip all of her shield. We're going to go for the air shots, but it's very hard to see at that distance, especially with the leaves, so we're just going to fire a rocket in. And she's just going to eat the rocket. She doesn't hear it coming. And there she goes. Alright, so now circle is going to pressure us inwards. We know there's some shots under there, so there must be somebody over there. And we actually spot the other person before we have to drop, which is quite fortunate because it gives us the game sense to control the fights. So even though this second to last fight is quite bad, it is a fight that we have under control. So this guy, we're going to go for a snipe on him, but he shifts just a little hair to the left, which is unfortunate. We see the other guy on the right. I'm not sure if you can see him. There he is. We try and snap a shot at him, but he does not eat our shell. We're just going to launch pad real quick. I just got to pull it out. There we go. Oh my gosh, the bush launch padding is amazing. So we're going to glide in towards him. I don't think he has an idea of where we are. So we're just going to keep gliding in, and we're going to wall ourselves off. There's no shotguns, so it should be fine. And I make the mistake of trying to pull out the rocket launcher. I thought it was loaded, but it was not. We're just going to pressure him with the AR. He's going to get dropped through the floor, which is fine. We're going to reload the rocket launcher, and we're just going to fire a shot at him. I can't see him, but like, pretty sure he's still sitting there. And now we're going to set ourselves up for the final fight. So moving into this fight, we're just going to box ourselves in. We're trying to check if he's still in the porta-fort, but it does not look like he is. So we have to use our sound cues. We have to take the high ground. So the highest point within the zone is currently the top of Flush Factory, so we're going to take that. We're just going to build out a brick because we're out of metal, and we're just going to tower up real quick, and then we're going to look around, and we'll move if we have to, but for the time being, we're going to take this high ground. So we hear an airdrop break. We're trying to find him. He's behind the truck. We're going to go for the snipe. We're a little bit too far to the left, just a hair. We're going to fire a rocket launcher at him. It's going to back him up out of the zone, and we're going to finish him with the AR before the rocket launcher makes it to the zone. I'm just going to take a second to admire this lovely bush winning emotes. And I hope you enjoyed. I know the bush has some flaws. It's a little bit hard to see when using it. It's a little bit distracting. You can see other people kind of find you easier because you're like just a giant blob jumping around. But I think the gameplay was pretty good. I know I cheesed it with the rockets a little, but I hope you still enjoyed. If you want to be part of the TG team, you know what buttons to press. I'm not going to tell you what to do.